Hey, everybody. I'm Dr. Seth, psychologist, and I want to share with you today an exercise that I often do with groups. I think it's super fun, and I think it's something that people can really take with them and use as a really positive coping tool. Let me first just kind of explain a little background about what it is. Here's what I have found in my clinical work that most people they engage in a few positive coping tools, a few positive coping mechanisms, but they have kind of like a limited list that they work from. So, as an example, I'll just share myself. I am somebody who I'm a runner, so I run. There are a few things that I do, but to be honest, I don't have as long of a list as I probably could. But you know what happens, honestly, is I tend to forget a lot of times about some of the other things that I like to do. When a person, for example, is overstimulated, maybe they're angry, maybe they're anxious, they just feel keyed up, maybe they feel preoccupied and worried about something. They are overall overstimulated. Their brain is probably working fast. Maybe they can even feel that overstimulation in their body. Maybe they feel tense. Maybe they even feel just like a little bit on edge. Well, what a person needs in that case is a whole list of different types of coping skills that they can turn to, like a menu. Okay. I like to think about it, and I always talk about a sort of restaurant menu. It is helpful when we talk about coping skills to turn it into like a restaurant menu. When you are in a particular mood, you can look at a whole list of things on that menu and ask yourself, what do I feel like doing right now? And then you can kind of scroll through the list and say, okay, this one, I want to try this one now. So that's what I want to share with you. And like I said, I often do this with groups, and I really encourage people by the end of that group to say, okay, will you now make a commitment to keep this list, write down a list, post it even somewhere in your house, or maybe keep it on your phone so that it's always handy and you can access it. And the second thing is to actually remember to draw from it when you are in an overstimulated mood. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read to you from this list that I created about activities that people can turn to that really actually are actual coping skills that they can turn to when they're overstimulated. Here we go. Cooking. But here's the thing, not cooking when you're hungry, because that's just like yet another chore we all have to do. And we don't feel relaxed when we're doing it necessarily. So, cooking for the purpose of enjoying cooking. All right. That is a coping skill that you can practice. Another one, journaling. Next one, meditation. Now, you can do meditation these days in so many different ways. You can do it in a meditation studio. You can do it at your home. You can even do it at work if you have your own office and use one of these awesome apps like Insight Timer or Calm and just do something for a few minutes. That is a coping skill. Next one, a sound bath. Going to a sound bath. Check maybe local listings in your area. See if there are any sound baths available. People swear by a good sound bath, and it can really sort of stimulate you and stimulate your senses in ways that you normally don't get stimulated. Next one, relaxing in nature or outdoors, walking in nature or in the outdoors, doing crafts, making art of some sort, including adult coloring books, which, by the way, are more popular than ever before, listening to soft music, cuddling with someone, playing an instrument, taking a warm bath, getting a massage, taking a nap, disconnecting from others just to be alone for a few minutes, listening to the noises of a sound machine. You can find a sound machine that will play all sorts of noises. Running water, white noise. There's pink noise now and brown noise, all sorts of noises. Who can even keep up? But there's also birds chirping, whatever floats your boat. Sipping hot tea, Rolling a tennis ball under your foot. I don't know if anyone watching has ever done that before, but I can tell you that is one of my very favorite things to do. And I would say I do it every single day and a few times throughout the day. Why? Because there are so many muscles in your feet, and your feet carry so much tension. Just trust me on that one and try that. Playing board games, crosswords, or playing cards. All of those can actually function as a coping skill when you are overstimulated. A stretching session. Who doesn't love a good stretching session? Now, one thing that's interesting is a lot of people, when they're older, they learn that they have to do stretches, but they learn out of necessity. You don't have to wait, though, until you're 60, 70, 80 years older to incorporate a stretching session into your day. Could be 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes. But ask anybody you know, and let's say your group of friends, if anybody does regular stretches. And those who do will tell you that they love it and they do it every single day. It is a wonderful tension reliever. How about using aromatherapy and the scent specifically that you find works for you? How about also petting your dog? Next one, sitting in a rocking chair and rocking. And finally, on my list here, listening to self help podcasts or watching self help videos. Wait a minute, you're actually doing it right now. This is an example of a coping skill that you can use. Why? Because when you're doing it, you're open to new information. And I really think that that is the key. It's really that openness and that willingness to learn more, to be curious about how you can feel better in your everyday life that can be extremely helpful in your life overall. All right. I hope this list has been helpful. More than anything, I just hope it serves as a reminder that when you are overstimulated, to teach yourself, to train yourself, wait a minute, go to my menu, go to my menu. What do I feel like now will do the trick to help me self regulate? And let's say on a Tuesday afternoon, it might be one thing, but on a Saturday evening, it's something totally different because our moods change and our needs in any given circumstance vary. All right. I'm Dr. Seth, psychologist.